Today I bring in a two-way transmitter. This is a wireless audio. It could be a transmitter or a receiver too. So we're gonna take a look at it and we're gonna test it out and see how to set it up. And if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. So let's go ahead and take a look. So first of all, when you get the box itself, it comes with a nice little box, right? Everything's very compact in here. If you guys can see that. I'm gonna open it up, and the first thing you get is look at this tiny little thing here. It fits in the palm of my hand actually. So I'm gonna put it down here, and let's see what else you get in there included. You get all the cable. If you guys can see, this is all your cabling you're gonna need. You have your actual transmitter. This is to actually charge your system itself and have it give it some power, because alone it won't work. You need to actually power it up. So you need to power this up, and then they give you the analog cable connection for the audio 3-point jack to the RC connections, which is the red and white, and then the of course the 3.5 jack connection, and then they give you that 3.5 connection to 3.5 connection. Another one. Now this was a digital to analog. So here's another little receiver from one end to another. So and then they give you the actual guide in the box how to set this whole thing up. So this itself, look how tiny it is. Really petite, fits in anybody's hand. Very smooth to the touch, if you can see it. I'm gonna put it get it a little closer so you can see a little bit more. It's incredible how it. Power button, it's right here. You hold it down and it turns on. There's some charge in there, if you guys can see it. Right now it's trying to pick up a Bluetooth. As you can see, it changes from, it's looking for a transmitter as it is right now. Right here in the side, if you guys can see, there's a transmitter or receiver. Right now we're actually acting as a receiver. So I would have to set this up into my phone, and I can use my headsets to receive this system automatically too. So that's another thing you can do. Not that bad. I mean, we're going to power it off and then we're going to test it out. And of course, we're going to charge it too, because out of the box, it comes with some charge. So enough to actually set it up. And then, like I said, you could do a receiver or a transmitter. So either way, if you're going to use it, one directional. And then there's a power button. And then there's an input here for the 3.5, and then of course the micro USB charging station. And that's about it. So very simple, easy to explain. I'm going to show you some of the steps we can do. We're going to use them for both transmitter and receiver. We're going to make this transceiver slash receiver work with a wireless headset that we have here, so you can enjoy your TV while you're listening wirelessly around the house. So if you have a TV and you don't have a built-in wireless headsets, you can convert any TV into a wireless receiver slash transmitter too. So we're going to put that to the use. We're going to set this up into this TV so we can listen to the music or whatever movies you're watching at night. If you're sitting at home and you need, you don't want to make too much noise, this is probably the perfect way. So you could use any Bluetooth headsets that you have to work with this. So let's go ahead and set that up. So we're gonna sync these up right now. If you guys can see it, never turned them on before, so let's go ahead and sync them up first before I even plug it in. So power this on, and right now it's low. So this one, before you turn it on, you got to make sure you put it as a transceiver into your headset, and it automatically picked up already. You'll hear, if you have a tone system, it will automatically pick up this thing. So anywhere you plug this in for audio wise, you're gonna hear this in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's plug this in into our TV, if you guys can see it. All right, if you guys can see, if you have a TV and you have audio out, you can connect it to your audio. And if you guys can see it, there's a raw connection in there that we're gonna plug it in. So let's go ahead and do that. So because I don't have the RG cables, which is the red and white, we're gonna plug it in directly to the actual thing. And of course, you could power it up. You could have a USB, which I do have USBs in the TV, and add them in there. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this in here. All right, we're going to start with another test here, a USB. So we're going to put this Bluetooth into the computer. It's going to identify it. Once we identify it, we're going to connect these speakers to it, all right? So right now we're going to see if we can actually connect them. So let's go ahead and do that. And these are going to be external speakers to a computer that has Bluetooth. So that's the way it's going to work. Here's the receiver. We're going to go ahead and turn it on. And we're going to do a transmitter. So we're going to transmit audio from here to here. We're going to look for Bluetooth. So we're going to add. Here's one. We're going to add this one. Device. Have Bluetooth. And it's going to identify. It's going to try to identify. And if you guys can see it, it just found it right now. TROND BT Bluetooth. And we're going to add it. And it's going to change from flashing to regular. And if you guys can see it, it says done. So plug in some speakers, right? You guys can see it right now. We have them as receiving, all right? So it's going to receive any audio from the computer into these digital speakers. Audio library. We're going to go ahead and hit a library, play music. And it should be playing right now. So we're going to play. We're going to turn it up. There you go. No connection whatsoever. So it's a receiver, right? Basically see it on audio speakers. You could be like a 20 or 40 feet away from it and you can control. Let's go to the next song. No connections whatsoever. So it is receiving from this little device. So if you guys notice, this is a great device to transfer music from other devices. Receiver, also transmitter, receiver. You can use both units, but right now it's best if you can use it as a receiver because a lot of the music gets transferred into this system. Like I said, multiple headsets you could display on it. You could actually have share this device. So say you're watching TV and you don't want people to listen to what you're watching, you can always get some Bluetooth headsets and set them up to this system. And then once they set up into this system, you could have them connected directly in the back on outgoing cable to the actual receiver of the actual TV, and you could be transmitting the signal back into it. Now, before you do that, make sure you look at your manual how to change that audio settings on your TV because that's the number one problem a lot of people have. So